The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Sanders first carry of the game. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now Sanders. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
7. 1st down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are performance.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first. Jones, and he stopped immediately there.
Him down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there. First down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
Back at his own 49.
Second and 11.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Play 56. Play 56.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
With the handoff.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye by and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Score Packers 3, Eagles 0.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Throwing is Hurts. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 69 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Rodgers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Rodgers going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams. And now it's third down.
And 20.
Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patient
through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Sets up to throw it. Being chased out left. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
It on for the field goal, a 42-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
But when you're playing against a defense this good, you don't leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting sixes on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
A loss of 1.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Show it up, show it up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing again. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 30. 56. Check 56. You must be Drew. Play 56.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Watch the ship. Watch 26. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Pro Bowl wideout Davante Adams, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one feel. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex it.
Let's go, D. Deuce.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
For Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This from 42 yards out.
A 42-yard attempt.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Second and 11 now. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 71 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Aaron Jones.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Again, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Scantling. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important third down try?
So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50, the 30. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. Here's Rodgers, and he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. His kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Off the screen.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
It's a party now. It's a party now. 56, the Mike boys. 56. Check 56. All day, dog. Like 56. Take 26.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Miles Sanders, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Rodgers with a handoff.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. They're not ready for this, man.
Now Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Green Bay Packers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. He sets up the screen to Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. What he did, found his running play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. First down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. On first down, Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
40-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Hurts pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Green Bay, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Responsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message to the best. If it ain't me, then you need to do a confession, you a mess. Heard you wasn't needed, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all this lose think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 4-4. Shake a pig, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer